Did I hear about Nate Burrell? Yeah, so Nate Burrell was the 60-day in dude. Um, he was perhaps the best 60-day in competitor ever. He was a Marine. He apparently was like super cool on the show, and everybody liked him. After he spent 60 days in, they said, dude, you want to stay for another 60? And he said, fuck it, I can do 120. And he did. He did 120 days in. And he's like a legend. And he became part of, oh, Master Matt. And he became this like 60-day, he's the best competitor they ever had. And he's apparently really charismatic and super cool. And we had him on PKA and everybody liked him. And Taylor's watching 60 Days In, or had watched 60 Days In with his chat. So they were all kind of invested in it. And he does a slide whistle as someone's stock goes up and down. And maybe originally they didn't realize how good he'd be because he's like a blonde-haired white dude. But it was just better and better all the time. And then next we heard that he had killed himself. And we're all like, oh no, this is super sad. This is a big problem, etc. And it was a day or two later we learned that he killed himself because he was about to be charged with 5 felony convictions. And one of them was it's not rape. People have been saying it's rape, but I want to get the charge right. Let me look. Criminal sexual conduct in the first degree. So I don't know exactly what criminal sexual conduct in the first degree means, but I watched Lockdown 23 and 1. What is this channel? I know I came close, but which channel do you guys know this YouTuber? Lockdown 23 and 1. I was right. So he talked about Nate Burrell. I won't have you watch it. I watch a lot of these guys' videos. Like I enjoy his stuff, but he's almost the opposite of Chael Sonnen in that like he spends 3 minutes saying things that should have taken 20 seconds and pacing. So anyway, back on Nate, criminal sexual conduct in the first degree, assault with a dangerous weapon, assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder, and then 2 more. I think some people assume that these were a lot of different incidents. I'm on the other side. I assume that this is like one incident that that they have 5 felonies that they're charging him for. The problem is this guy is an expert in prison. He spent 120 days in there. He knows the deal. On top of that, like he has friends who went to prison. You know, like he brought a guy on the show who was his buddy from prison. I think it was jail, not prison, but it doesn't matter. He knows that criminal sexual assault in the first degree is bad. If you're charged with that and you go to prison or jail, like he was about to, they will make you their bitch. Like he was legit facing rape in prison. He was going to get turned out. Like this is a near worst case scenario. And it's so public. Everyone knows. And the day that he arrived in jail, like charisma or not, he was going to have a big problem. So anyway, he killed himself rather than face the charges. On a side note, anytime there's sexual assault charges, I wonder what happened, because there's usually no evidence and it usually happens without other people, right? You know, it's just 2 people in some space, private, where something bad may or may not happen. I'm always not sure how to tell like what's real. We could go back to Trump. He has over 20 sexual assault charges against him. And some people just know that's all fake. That happens when you're Trump, right? And then Cosby, he had what, 39? And everyone knew they were real. I don't know how people have this sixth sense, but I don't have it. I'll say this. In the context of a divorce, I think there's a higher chance that it's fake. In the context of a divorce, I think there's a real chance that someone is saying something because of a custody battle. And I don't know if it's real or fake, but I'm open to the idea that, you know, people get nasty in custody battles. So, yeah. Legitimizing the dude killing himself? I didn't mean to do that. Let's hear the rapist out. Okay. All I'm hearing is that his OnlyFans wife is single. Does he have an OnlyFans wife? I didn't know that. They believe what they want. Okay. He's a piece of human garbage. Let his name die. Now, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not so convinced. He got accused of doing something horrible in the midst of a custody battle. I feel like that's super common. What's his wife's name? I mean, not that I'm going to sub to her OnlyFans, but I mean, like, what's his wife's URL? Just feel like it's something I should know. You know, like, there's as a this might come up as a PKA topic, and no, she wasn't on the show. He had a friend, a black guy with, I think, big black hair. You feel bad for the kid. Oh God. I feel so, like, I mentioned custody battle, but somehow I didn't think about the impact on the kid. Yeah. There's so many URLs out there. Which one do I avoid? Redo, I like your joke, man. I like your joke. Anyway, yeah, so now I've talked about Nate Burrell.